Even Australia here. I'm at a place called Stanley, which has this famous landmark called the Nut, just at the granite hill. Well, it's a popular tourism spot, and they built a chairlift to get up to the top of the Stanley Nut here. And there's people riding it. But I'm going to walk up instead because I've taken this before, the previous time I've been here. So I'm going to follow this trail up to the top of the Nut. Just 430 metres, not too far. Overlooking a great beach of Stanley, isn't that beautiful? Tide's out a fair way at the moment. But it is quite steep, not going to lie. Got my exercise for today coming up. Well, I'm halfway up my climb. Got a rest, I'm realising how unfit I am. There's the town of Stanley. Nice little town. Great day again in the weather department. Church down there. And the dead centre cemetery. Bit of a strange spot to put that because it's right on the ocean there. As I climb up and out of breath, steep hill, I see the chairlift, and I'm wondering why I didn't take that. Standing directly under the chairlift at the moment. Headed to the top of where the chairlift finishes anyway, and I just saved myself $12. That's pretty good. Got my workout in today as well. Just follow this track around the top now. It's like a short 2k walk, not too strenuous. A lot of vegetation right up to the side of the track, both sides. A little bit hazy in the distance, but still pretty clear day really. For the 6th of May, pretty good weather. Getting close to winter down here, yet there's no sign of rain or winter conditions. Not even that windy up here on the top of this nut. And the big blue ocean in the distance. Well, walking along the top of the Stanley Nut. On a bit of a descent here. Not too many people here today. Walked past a few people, but probably about 5 or 6 people. Coming to a bit of a lookout at the end. Check it out. Just over the blue ocean on the side of the nut. Quite a steep drop there. And it's a pretty easy walk on the top of the nut actually. Just the way up was the strenuous bit. But it feels like I'm even walking downhill. The vegetation hasn't changed much, it's this scrubby, grassy stuff everywhere. No trees really. It's a bit disappointing. Probably too windy up here for them to grow. Well, the soil's not very good, maybe both of them. But it's good to walk around. Bit of a nicer view on this side actually. Heading towards the bay area of the town of Stanley. Definitely declining from the top of the hill now. I guess it's a hill, it's called the Nut. Chair, have a pit stop. Got some steps now, so the descent is getting steeper. Water's nice and calm, hardly a ripple in it. It's like the tide's right out too. And over the other side, hardly any wind this side of the Nut. Wow, this is high. Overlooking the jetty, the fishing boats come in. Still at the top of the Nut. You see how far down this is. I wouldn't like to even say how far, but it's a heck of a drop. Last time I was here, a few years back, it wasn't here, this little lookout, so this is pretty new. Pretty good spot. Here's another lookout on the beautiful town of Stanley, Tasmania, on the top of the Nut. One of our Prime Ministers grew up in a little house down there, little cottage. I'll put his name down the bottom because I can't remember his name as I film this. Yeah, it's a famous little cottage now that's open for like a museum, I guess, for tourists to look through. Well, it looks like I got to the bottom of the Nut now, and there's a bit of tree growth here. Last time I was here, I'm pretty sure it was just a circle around the top back to the chairlift, but they've made it so you go right down to the bottom, around the other side, around where the fisherman's wharf is. So it's probably about 10 years ago I was here. So a few changes in the last 10 years. This track's all laid out now, and I definitely wasn't here before. Good to see something different. Good to see a bit of vegetation as well, unlike what was on the top of the Nut itself. Okay, it's time to head back down. It'll be a lot easier heading down compared to my walk up, because it's quite steep. There's 450 metres. That was my walk around the Nut. It's the shop and where you get your tickets to the chairlift. Car park.